All right, hey guys, welcome to the first Legendary Encounters The Matrix playthrough. So I was trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do for this, and the back of the book, the kind of thing suggests just doing the movies kind of at first and then going from there. So we're going to be doing the first film today, and then we'll do the other two movies, and then from that point on, we'll do the campaign, and the campaign rules. I'll kind of explain more of that as we get to the end of the playthrough today, but I'll just kind of go over the setup. After the playthrough is over, I'll give kind of a first impressions. I've only played, this will be like the fourth or fifth time I've played, so fourth time I've played. So I'll give my first impressions of the game and kind of what I think about it so far. But yeah, so we're going to be playing through the films, so we have to go through our acts 1, 2, and 3. The first act is What is the Matrix? The second act is Know Thyself. And the third act is He is the One. The heroes we're using are Morpheus, Trinity, Tank, and the Nebuchadnezzar crew. And then our avatars can be Thomas Anderson / Neo, Morpheus, Trinity, Switch, Mouse, or APOC. And we're going to use Trinity. So our avatar for is Trinity, like I said, 11 health. Basically, in the previous games, you'd have a special card that your avatar would add to your deck. But in this game, you just have this Free Your Mind card, and it says resolve your avatar's ability in the current act. So whenever we would play that card, we would do in Act 1, draw a card, Act 2, draw 2 cards, and Act 3, draw 3 cards. So that's what she does. So we're going to shuffle that up real quick. We start in the real world, so our avatar, our residual self-image, RSI, will start here. When we are in the Matrix, we go here. The big kind of thing is the game takes place in the real world of the Matrix. If you're in the real world, you can recruit from the dock. If you're in the Matrix, you can scan, you can fight, and you can complete operations or complete objectives. Or challenges, sorry, challenges. Complete challenges while in the Matrix. There is this time track. Things will move this time track down. If the time track ever gets to 0, we lose the game. If you are fighting, if an enemy is in the combat zone and you're in the Matrix, it will hit you. If you're in the combat zone, if an enemy's in the combat zone and you're in the real world, it'll reduce the time track. There are some exceptions to some of these things. We'll kind of go over as time goes on. Once per turn, we can leave the Matrix or enter the Matrix for free. Entering the Matrix is easy. We can always do that. However, to leave the Matrix, we need to have one of these phone icons uncovered. So if a card is there, like covering it, this is no longer an option to leave the Matrix through one of the phones. So you can do it through the combat zone, but the combat zone requires 3 recruit to leave. And then if there are 3 enemies here, it blocks this off. There are card effects that'll let us enter and leave, but we get 1 free, 1 a turn. I think that kind of is it. So we'll kind of just go from there at that point. So let's go ahead and flip over the stuff from the dock. The other kind of thing this game does is that each of the acts has a special own deck of like extra cards that get added in or adjusted as the game goes on. So we've got cards here for Act 1, Act 2 cards, and Act 3 cards that are extra outside of the normal stuff. So let's go ahead and get started here. We'll draw our 6. There are 6 cards there, and we'll play the first card face down in the area. Okay, so we have 2 attack and 4 recruit. We don't have enough to scan, so we're just going to go ahead and use our recruit because we're in the real world. We're going to go ahead and grab, we think you're bugged. 1 attack, choose a player. They may defeat a card in their discard pile. If it's a bug, you and that player draw a card. If you are that player, draw 2 cards. So that means that we just basically KO it. Alright. Draw our next 6 cards here. We'll play this. This will let us draw a card because it's our avatar card. We've got 3 and 3. Let's use our recruit to grab operator, tank. 2 recruit. Once this turn, you may move a player to the real world. So this will get you out, essentially get you out of the Matrix if stuff is blocked. We're going to enter the Matrix. Entering the Matrix and leaving the Matrix can happen anytime during your turn. So you can play some cards, move, play some cards. So, or do certain things. So we're going to use our attack to scan this building. And it's a police officer. So it's just an enemy. Just plain old enemy. Oh, I didn't go over this. I apologize. So the first objective is going to be show Neo what the Matrix is. So we'll know what that means once the time comes. But that is... Oh, let me flip this over. That's Act 1, Part 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we'll do this and draw a card. We have 1, 2, 3, and 3 again. We'll go ahead and scan this for another police officer. I'm going to exit the matrix because I can, because there's an available phone, and then I'm going to recruit another one of these operators. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I can't leave through the alleyway. I have to leave through the subway. Because, I mean, I couldn't earlier because of how that was blocked off. But we're going to play We Think You're Bug. We're going to choose a player and defeat a card in our discard pile. We've got 2 attack here. Unfortunately, we're not able to do anything with that. But we do have 5 recruit. So let's go ahead and use that recruit to grab this Morpheus. You think that's air you're breathing. 3 attack. Once this turn, you may choose a player in the Matrix and heal their lowest damage strike. If you play a red hero, though, once this turn, you may heal a strike from a player in the Matrix. So you can heal any strike. Alright. Hopefully, we can generate enough attack here. Okay, so we're going to play this to draw a card. Okay, perfect. We have 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 recruit. We're going to enter the Matrix. I'm going to fight that guy for 3. And then I could move back and recruit something. Yeah, I'm going to move back from this ability. Once this turn, you may move a player to the real world. And I'm going to recruit a hovercraft. So the hovercraft is like your standard 2-cost or two recruit cards with coordinate. There's 5 of them. This is the Lagos, so it's the blue one. There is 1 of each color. But we're going to get that hovercraft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're going to start off by playing this. We're going to defeat a card in our discard pile. I'm going to use my recruit while I'm here to get... I've spent my entire life looking for you. To recruit, if you play a red hero, you may scan any space. If there are no spaces face down in the matrix row, draw a card instead. Then we're going to enter the matrix. We're going to take out this for 3 and then use the remaining 2 attack to scan the streets, which is Agent Brown. So he has chase, which means at the end of the turn, at the end of the matrix phase, he will move another additional space. Strike, if you are not in the Matrix, Agent Brown leaves, he doesn't strike. Put him in the defeated enemies pile. So he's going to go there. We've got him there. I think that's it for this turn. Okay. Okay, so he's going to move, and then he will move again because of a chase. We're going to do this and draw a card. And unfortunately, I don't really have a lot I can do here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to exit the matrix because that spot's available. And I have 6 recruit here. Let's use it to get... it's a trap, get out. Look at a face down card in the matrix row. If you play a black hero, once this turn, you may defeat a card in your play area or discard a discard pile. And then we would move on to the strike phase where they would strike. But it says if you are not in the matrix, he leaves. He doesn't strike. Put him in the defeated enemies pile. So he doesn't strike. He just leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. city is full. We're going to have to scan some stuff here. 2, 5, and 5. We'll get another, you think that's the area you're breathing. We're going to enter the matrix. We're going to scan this for 2, which is the police officer, and then we're going to take him out for 3. That'll be our 5. That way at least gives us a spot. Now, we cannot exit the matrix without paying 3 recruit. That's the only way we get out. So we may be doing some stuff here. Okay. So, well, I could use this to leave if I needed to. But we're going to wait on that. So there's some of that here. We've got this. I've got 3 and I've got 6 recruit here, or 6 attack here. So let's use 3 of it on the building. It's an event, so time is always against us. Subtract 1 from the time track. If this was real in the combat zone, subtract another time, so that's going to go down. We're going to spend 3 on this, which is a challenge. So it says reveal, put this in operations. When this and all I'm offering you have both been completed, begin Act 1, Part 2. So this will go here. So because we're in the matrix, we can complete the challenge, and it requires 2 recruits. So we're going to spend 2 recruit to complete that. So that is completed. So when, so that's how deep the rabbit hole goes. But we still need to find I'm offering you the truth before we can move on to the next act. All right. So we have 3, 4. Oh, it's kind of a similar situation here. We're going to be able to scan a face down place for placing a red card. So we're going to scan this, which is the bug. So gain this card when you draw it, discard it. So it's basically just something to clog up things. Okay. So we have 5 here. Let's use 3 of it on this, which is all I'm offering you is the truth. Reveal, put in operations. I need 2 to complete it. So let's go ahead and use the 2 and complete it. So now that they're both complete, we're going to move on to Act 1, Part 2. So we're going to flip this over. Act 1, Part 2, objective. While in the real world, if you gain a hovercraft or have one in play area, including a coordinated one, you may free Neo from the Matrix, shuffle the 14 Neo Hero extra cards and the heroes in the dock into Zion, and begin Act 2, Part 1. So when you complete a part of an act, you have to go straight to the cleanup phase. So we're going to do that. And we're going to begin our turn. So we just need a hovercraft, which I have one. It's in here somewhere. So we need a hovercraft in play while we're in the real world. So we've got 4 and 4, or 5. I mean, we can look at a face down card. So we're gonna look at that one. I'm gonna just go ahead and do it. So I'm gonna spend the I'm gonna scan for this, which is another time is always against us. Subtract 1 from the time track. And then I'm gonna scan 2 on this one, which is a police officer. He'll stay there. And then we're gonna use that phone to get out. And I'm gonna spend the recruit to get another one of these. This is Mjolnir. It's just the green one. That way it just gives me a couple options for getting out a little easier. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do this and draw our card. I'm not able to utilize her ability because I don't have anything there. Oh, okay. So we have 6, 7, 8. Let's use 3 to take this out. Use 3 to scan for this, which is an event deja vu. If this is the first deja vu you've revealed, it does nothing. If this is the second deja vu you reveal, discard it normally, then read a glitch in the Matrix extra card. So that's gone. But we do have... Oh, I have to be in the Matrix for that stuff, so I apologize. I have to be in the Matrix to fight them. So I'm back in the Matrix. Which then I just messed up my whole dang turn. That's okay. Because there's a hovercraft. So I had to move into the Matrix to do that. If I might have missed that last round, so I apologize for that. It's kind of, it kind of breaks the remembering to do that or not. So I don't know if I need a way to remind myself. I mean, I guess this is my reminder. Okay. I'll just maybe do that. Okay, so that's going to be it. I have to be in the real world to free Neo, so we're not able to do that yet. Okay, we do have a hovercraft. So we're going to go ahead and play this. We're going to look at this face down card, which is an enemy. I'm going to scan for this, which is Deja Vu. Darn it. Okay, so we're going to discard this, and then from the second extra deck, we're going to take a Glitch in the Matrix. So it says, put the 2 SWAT officer extra cards face up in the 2 rightmost clear spaces in the Matrix row. If there aren't enough clear spaces, then they put the remaining ones in the combat zone. Then put the Agent Smith card face up on top of the Matrix deck. He will enter into the next turn. So we're going to get rid of that. These are going to come into the empty spaces. They're just 5 attack guys. So they're going to come in here and here. And then we've got Agent Smith, combat zone. Players can't leave the Matrix. When it's Act 3, Agent Smith leaves, put him in the defeated enemies pile. So he's going to go there. And then we're going to exit the Matrix. I've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, recruit. We're going to recruit I Love You. 3 attack, 3 recruit, sacrifice, choose a player and heal up to 3 strikes from them. Then they draw 3 cards. So that is basically getting rid of it. If you do a sacrifice ability, you just put them in the defeated section. Then we're going to complete the objective because we have a hovercraft in our play area. So we're going to free Neo from the Matrix because there's our hovercraft. So to do that, it says shuffle the 14 Neo extra cards and the heroes in the dock into Zion, and then begin Act 2, Part 1. So we're going to take these, and then these all are here. So this is Neo from the Matrix. We're going to shuffle these into Zion. So I'm going to give this a good shuffle. I'm going to pause for that just so I can get Neo well incorporated. Okay. I think he's good, well incorporated. Alright, so let's redo the dock. Which I don't think we've even seen any of the Nebuchadnezzar crew, so we've got them coming out. And then because we changed acts, so now we're on to Act 2, Part 1. We have, the objective is to complete your training, then speak to the Oracle. So we're going to go to our cleanup phase, which discards all that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. Oh, and then we've got the bug. Oh, wait, this shouldn't be in here. This got included in an accident. We've got this. This could just be discarded. All right. So we've got 2 attack and 4 recruit. I think we're going to use I Know Kung Fu. 1 attack. You get +2 attack against the next enemy you fight in the combat zone this turn. We know that that enemy is one of the, just a plain enemy that's some lady. Some lady! Okay. Alright. So we may have to get into the Matrix. Yeah, we're going to. So we're going to enter the Matrix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to take out this guy. So he's gone. We're going to end our turn. Okay. We're going to play this Trinity card to get rid of this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11. We're going to look at this card, which is the challenge, See the Oracle. So we're going to probably want to scan for that. And then we've got this for recruit. So we have 11. We're going to use 5 of it to take this out. We're going to scan 3, leaving us 3. Wait, 11? Yeah. So we have See the Oracle, challenge, revealed, put this in operations. Act 2, if 7 training cards have been defeated, you may talk to the Oracle, complete this challenge, and begin Act 2, Part 2. So we have to get rid of 7 cards, defeat 7 training cards. And then we've got our remaining that we'll use to scan for that, which is look again. It's an enemy. It says reveal. If this enemy is in the matrix row, draw a strike. Oh, we're going to take a damage. And then at the end of this turn, put him face down. Okay, so we got to have to deal with him. I forgot about that. Okay, but that's one of the things we have to deal with. So at the end of the turn, he's going to flip back over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we got our bug, so we have to discard that. We've got 4 here. Let's scan for the rooftops, which is you're faster than this. Fight is discard the top card of the strike deck. If it has 2 or more damage, defeat this enemy. Otherwise, leave it where it is. It's another training. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll move out of the matrix. And then we have 8 recruit. So let's use that to get another. It's a trap. Get out. End the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That bug card's really getting on my nerves. Six. Okay. So now we're in Act 2. We get to resolve the ability, which is draw 2 cards. Again, I'm not really in a good spot for doing a lot of damage here. We have 3 attack. We have 6 recruit. Let's use the recruit to get your men are already dead. So this is 2 attack. At the end of your turn, if you defeated at least 1 enemy this turn, draw an extra card. We can draw your new hand. Let's use the remaining 2 attack to get Dozer. 2 recruit, you play a green card. You gain. You may heal a strike from any player. And then we're going to move into the matrix and fight this here. So we're going to discard top card of the deck. It is not 2, so he's going to stay where he is. We're going to end the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This is going to move. This will be revealed. Reveal if the enemy was in the matrix row, draw a strike. So he's not anymore. We're going to discard this. Ugh. It's killing me. Okay. We have 3, 7. We're going to look at this card, which is another training card. So we have 3, 4, 8, 11. Let's take this out for 1. We'll try this again for 3. So that's 11 down to 8, down to 5. I'm going to try it again. Okay, there we go. He's been defeated. And I think I have, so I use 6, 9. So I have 2 left. We're going to scan the streets. Oh, it's an event. They cut the hard line. Place the token, place this token on the space in the alley. For the rest of the game, players can't leave the matrix through this. So for the rest of the game, that is off limits to leave the matrix. So I'm going to end my turn again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I could have left to recruit this, but then I don't have enough because I would have spent 3 to leave. That's going to move down, move down, move down. And then once this leaves, it comes to the combat zone, we cannot leave the matrix. Okay, so we're going to play this. You think you've been bugged. We're going to defeat that card, and it's going to let us draw 2 cards. So you've gotten rid of that. So there's 1, 2. Oh, once this turn, you may choose a player in the matrix and heal their lowest damage strike. So we've done that. There's 5. 10. We're going to look at this card here, which is the woman in the red, looking at the woman in the red dress, another training card. But there's going to give us 10 attack there. I'm going to coordinate, so I'm going to discard and draw a card. Okay, he's going to give us 4 recruit. So we have 10 attack here. He's blocking my exit. I can't leave through this. I'm kind of more or less stuck here. But I need to be able to resolve these as quick as possible. So I'm going to spend 3 of my 10 to reveal this. Oh, here's another challenge. Reveal, put this above the building space while in the matrix. If the building space is clear, you may jump. Discard the top card of your deck. If it costs 5 or more, you made it. Otherwise, draw a strike. Either way, complete this challenge. So this is going to go here, but we've spent 3. We're going to spend another 3 to reveal this, which is hit him if you can. It's the same kind of deal. Discard the top card top card of the strike deck. If it has 2 more damage, defeat this enemy. Otherwise, leave it where it is. So I've spent 6. I'm going to spend 2 more to fight him. We're going to reveal this. It is 3, so we defeat him. Then we're going to jump. So we have to discard the top card of our deck, so we have to shuffle. And we're going to discard the top card of our deck, and it costs 0, so we're going to gain a strike. Each player in the same place as you also draws a strike, so it's just 1 for us. Okay, and then, but we did defeat that, so we're ending our turn there. And then that leaves us with, that's 4 of our trainings complete. We know that this is another one. So if I can make 6 attack, we can deal with that. And I can't, but that's okay. We're going to flip those 2. Okay, we're going to play this. You may scan a face down card. So we're going to scan this. We're going to defeat that with our attack. So that's gone. And then because we defeated an enemy, we're going to get to draw an extra card at the end of our turn. I'm going to play this to exit the matrix. And I've got 7 recruit here. Let's get knife throw. 3 attack, coordinate. And I think that's it. Okay. 1, and then 3, and then 3. Okay. And like I said, this puts us at 5 of these out of the 7. We're going to play this and draw 3, or no, draw 2, sorry. So 2 hovercrafts. We're going to play this to heal our strike. We have 3, 4, 5, 9, and we're going to look at this card. It's another one of our training cards. 10, 13, and 7 recruit. We're going to spend 4 of ours to reveal this and another 3 to defeat this. So that puts us at 7. You spent 7. So we have 6 left. We're going to spend 3 on this, which is stop trying to hit me and hit me. Similar situation, but it's base 4, and I don't think we have enough to deal with it. Because I spent 7 on that. I spent 3 on that, so I have 3 left. And I can't leave the matrix without paying 3 recruit. Oh, hold on. I got to be in the matrix to do that stuff. So I have to be in the matrix to do all that stuff. So since I did it all, I can't leave without paying. So, or I had to pay. I had to go in. So then it, yeah. Again, I got to remember that part. I got to remember. This card I can put out here. So that's our last training, and then we can move on to the next act. Okay. So we've got 3. We're going to do this and scan this card, which is an event. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Discard each of them to cost 1 or more. Put the rest back in any order. So this one gets discarded. Yeah. We've got the recruit here that we're not going to really worry about at the moment, and we've got the attack. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. So we're going to hit him for 4 and try to see if we can defeat him. And we did. It's 2 or more. So this is gone. Here are 7 training cards. So I'm going to go ahead and complete this so we can see the Oracle. So yeah, again, if 7 training cards have been defeated, you may talk to the Oracle, complete this challenge, and begin Act 2, Part 2. So Act 2, Part 2 is going to be set up. Each player randomly gains one of the following Oracle Hero extra cards without looking at them and puts them on top of their deck. And then it's one of those cards. Then we're going to Act 3, Part 1. So it's going to be one of these cards at random. We're going to gain one of them. We're going to gain on top. The rest are done. Then we're going to do Act 3, Part 1, which is going to be He is the One. Set up Put the rescue captive extra card to the operations and put the 2 captive guards next to the cards in the combat zone. Objective is to rescue the captive. So we're going to put... I believe this is what we're putting there. So we've got the 2 guards. They don't strike, but they're worth 7. They're going to go into the combat zone. And then we have rescue the captive. It's going to require 7 recruits. You can only complete this objective if there are no captive guards in the combat zone. When this is complete, begin Act 3, Part 2. So it's going to go here. And then his thing is when it's Act 3, Agent Smith leaves, put him in the discarded pile. So now this is an option for us to get out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So we got, I can see why she likes you. It's a 2 attack, 2 cost, and it has coordinate. We are in the Matrix. Let's do this and look at this card, which is an event. Humans are a disease. The player with the least total damage draws a strike, which basically makes me get a strike. Okay, we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to take out one of the guards. Then we are going to exit the Matrix and spend it to get you move like they do. 4 attack. If you play a yellow hero, draw each strike you would draw from. Avoid each strike you would draw from enemies in the Matrix this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now it's Act 3. We get to draw 3 cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Recruit. We'll get Mouse. 1 attack, 1 recruit. Choose any number of players to each draw a card. Then we're going to enter the Matrix. We'll play all of this. We did play a black card, so once a turn you may defeat a card in your discard pile or your play area. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to look at a face down card here, which is Cypher. Okay, we don't want to avoid that guy too. And then we're going to use our attack to take out this last guard. That's gone. We can end our turn. So now we need 7 recruit to complete the objective. Oh, and then because I defeated an enemy, I get... That was that Trinity card, so I should get to draw an extra card. I think I played that card. I don't remember. So we're going to forget that I did. Okay. I don't have enough recruit, unfortunately. But I have a mad amount of attack. We have... Right now, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... attack. Let's spend 3 of it to scan this. Oh, yes, this is event, so I'm going to draw a strike. Which is going to be 2. We're going to spend 4 to scan this, which is military guard. They have an ability called cover, which means they can't be fought if there is a face down card on either side of them. I believe that's correct. Yeah, they can't be fought in the Matrix row if there's a face down card on either side of them. We are going to exit the Matrix to get another one of these mouse cards. We're going to end our turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's nothing really for me to recruit per se. I think what we're going to do is we're going to enter the Matrix. We are going to play those. We're going to play this. We're going to look at this face down card, which is another guard. We're going to defeat a card in our discard pile. And then we're going to play these, and I'll to heal this strike for myself. It's going to give us 4, 10, 11. We're going to spend 4 to scan this, and then 4 to fight this. Or 6 to fight that. And I'm going to end the turn. I need recruit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So we'll play this. We're going to play this. I'm going to defeat a card there. We're going to play this, defeat another card. I have another one to defeat. This is gone. We have this. We have this and this. Okay. So right now we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 7 recruit. We're going to spend the recruit. Well, actually, hold on. Let me scan the 4 for this. Oh, it's breaking into your mind. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Discard each one that costs 1 or more. Put the rest back in any order. Okay, that's fine. Then we're going to spend our recruit to complete this objective. So we're going to go begin. It says when this is begin Act 3 Part 2. So flipping over to Act 3 Part 2. He is the one. Act 3 Part 2. An agent has destroyed your exit. Do you run and end the game with a minor victory? No, we're going to go for the major victory. Or are you beginning to believe? Set up. Put the Agent Smith extra card with 12 attack face up into the rightmost space on the matrix row. If the inevitable card is in the matrix row, put it one space to the left. If it's in the combat zone, put him there. And this is objective, defeat Agent Smith. So we're going to have our 12 attack Agent Smith card here. He's got double strike. Agent Smith is undefeatable unless you fight him in the subway or the combat zone. And when he's defeated, begin Act 3 Part 3. So he's going to be here. We're going to end our turn and draw up to our new hand side, or our new hand. All right. So he can't be fought unless he's in the subway or the combat zone. So we're going to have to kind of just chill for a little bit. So I think this will be a good opportunity to recruit some stuff. So let's leave the matrix. 2, 4, 6, 7 recruit. Let's get another one of these mouse cards. I'll end the turn. Now that means we do have to deal with Cypher, which is going to be a pain. Okay. All right, so let's see what we have here. We'll do this. We'll draw 3. I'll do an extra card. So I think what we'll go ahead and do is we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 recruit. We're going to play this to look at a card in the matrix row. We'll take a look here. It's another one of those guards. We'll do the same. Oh, and this actually lets us get rid of a card in our play area. So we'll get rid of that. We're going to play that. Do the same thing. Look at this card, which is another one of those guys. We're going to get rid of this. And then we're going to play this for 4. So I'm going to get one of these for the recruit. I'm going to enter the matrix. I'm going to scan this for 2. No, I'm going to scan this for 3. I'm going to scan this for 4. And then it says once this turn you may move a player to the real world. So we're going to do that and move back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This will move down. Cypher comes out. Reveal. Put Cypher into the real world next to your avatar. At the end of your turn, if Cypher hasn't been defeated, he defeats all players. If you were defeated before then, he defeats all players. Cypher doesn't strike. So I need to get rid of him before the beginning of my turn. Now he's in the real world, so I have to defeat him while in the real world. If I make sure that's correct. Enemies in the real world. So during the strike, yeah, enemies. Some enemies instruct you to put them next to the real world, either in a specific area or the playmat in front of you, or next to your avatar. During the strike phase, each enemy in the real world would strike the active player, whether that player is in the real world or in the matrix. Yeah, I believe, though, you fight the person in the real world. Yeah, some enemies and challenges actually go into the real world. You can only fight or complete them while you're in the real world. Okay. So I got to make 5 attack while in the real world, which we're good on. So we're going to have 2, 3, 4. Oh, actually, let me do it in this order. We'll do that and then do this to draw a card for both of those. Choose any number of players to draw cards. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, draw a card, 8, 9. So we're going to kill Cypher. So we avoided that. We're going to enter the Matrix. So I have 4 left. Oh, I should have recruited something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I should have recruited. It's fine. I'm going to scan this, which is an event. The player with the least total strikes draws a strike, which is me. Oh, no damage. Just card strike. Okay. I should have probably waited to do that because that way Agent Smith would have moved down a space. So we're going to probably have to do that, but that's okay. We're going to play this and defeat a card from our discard pile. So that's gone. So there's 1. Okay. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll use 4 to scan this, which is Agent Jones. Fight when defeated. If there are any human enemies in the Matrix or the combat zone, defeat the closest one. And then put this there. Strike if you draw. And I've never seen anyone move that fast. This enemy strikes again. Okay. So, let's see. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. I spent 4 on that. We'll spend 6 to get rid of this. And then we're going to end our turn. Okay, so now Agent Smith will be in the street, or in the subway. We should be able to, if we have enough attack, we should be able to fight him, but I don't know that we will. Alright, so, are we going to have enough attack here? We have 3, 5, 6, we're going to draw a card, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're going to take out Agent Smith because he's in the subway. So we're going to do Act 3, Part 3. So that card's gone. So we have Act 3, Part 3. It says, move the player who defeated Agent Smith into the Matrix and move all other players to the real world. Defeat all cards in the Matrix deck, Matrix row, and combat zone. From left to right, put Agent Brown, Agent Jones, and Agent Smith. Extra cards from the evade. With evade face up into the 3 rightmost spaces in the Matrix row. Put the Sentinel Destroyer extra card in the real world in front of all players who are in the real world. Put the Become 1 extra card above the time track, then flip this card over. So let's do that real quick. So we're going to defeat all this stuff. We're going to defeat this. They're gone. We're going to add in Agent Brown, Agent Jones, Agent Smith. So they have Chase, Double Strike, and then Undefeatable, and they have Evade 6, 8, and 10. And then the combat zone during each real world strike, the Matrix player. Wait, it says during each real world player strike phase, this enemy strikes the Matrix player instead of the time track. So it's going to hit us as opposed to if there are multiple people, it's always going to hit us. And then chase or evade means, evade means you can spend that number of recruit to move them to the rightmost space of the Matrix row. So we can spend it to move them down. They're going to move an extra space because of chase. Then the Sentinel Destroyer card comes into play for the real world player. But there aren't any real world players, so this is actually going to do anything. But if you guys want to see what it is, it's this. This is the enemy doesn't strike. During each real world player strike phase, this enemy tears apart your ship. Defeat the top 10 cards of your deck. But you can pay any number of attack to reduce the number by that much. If you don't have enough cards in your deck to defeat the required amount, shuffle your hand, your discard pile, and play area together to make a new deck. Then continue defeating cards. If you completely run out of cards, you were defeated. So that's not something we have to deal with, but it's there. And then finally, we're going to put Become the One card into play. It's a special card. Oh, it starts on the other side. Sorry about that. On your turn, the Matrix player can pay attack equal to the next higher number on the time track to move it up to that space. For example, if it's at 3, you can spend 4 to move it to 4. They can do this, move the time track any number of times as long as they have enough attack. If it reaches 10, turn this card over. So it's going to go here. And yeah, then we're going to turn this over. So now back to this. Special rules is players can't enter or leave the Matrix. However, real-world players can help the Matrix player evade the agents. When a real-world player gains a hero, they put it in the hand of the Matrix player instead. If the Matrix player is defeated, read the He's Gone extra card, and then the objective is the Matrix player must become the One. So we've changed acts, so we're going to have to discard and start anew. Okay. So they're going to move because they have chase. Yeah, because if they have inevitable, they would move, but they don't. So they move because they have chase, so they're going to move down. All right. We're going to do this and draw 3. I've got 2, 3, 4. We'll play this. 5, draw a card. 6, draw a card. 7, 8. Oh, I'm just shy. But that's okay. And then we have 2, 4, 6, 10. So I'm going to spend the 10 evade to move him down here. And we're going to end our turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to move. Okay. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4, 10. This is 10, 14. And we have 7 recruit. So I'm going to use my recruit to do evade to push him back. And then I'm going to use my attack to raise that up by 1. End of turn. All right. So we just need to make 10 attack. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to move. All right. So we've got 4, 5. We're going to draw a card. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're going to spend the attack to move this up. So it says... if this ever reaches 10, turn this card over. So we're going to turn this card over, which is you are the one. You effortlessly destroy Agent Smith. The other agents flee. Soon after, you tell the machine, I'm going to show you these people what you don't want them to see. Where we go from here is your choice. I'll leave it to you. The game ends with a major victory. So we won. So we defeat Agent Smith. They flee. Bada boom. We won. Now, if we didn't win, if we died, we would do He's Gone. And He's Gone would be heal all strikes from the Matrix player. They are not defeated and can't draw any more strikes this turn. They gain the Now Get Up extra card and put it on top of their deck. If they're defeated again, all players are defeated. And then you would get Now Get Up, and it's 5 attack, 5 recruit. All right, so we won. We won the Matrix. So yeah, so let me kind of get into my kind of initial impressions here, kind of first impressions of the game. I like it. I think, so the game comes with enough content to basically give you a different, if you play all 3 of the movies, you, aside from the avatars, you can basically see everything in the game. So there are 12 normal heroes, 4 different ones for each movie. There's an additional hero that's an extra hero, part of each of one of the scenarios, one of the acts from each of the 3 movies. So if you were to play it like that, like we're going to do, you would basically see everything. That is fine. I think the game was going to be much more interesting to play when you do your own movie, when you create your own, because then you're mix and matching the acts. and choosing a bunch of different random heroes. Because as it's set up now, these are all meant to kind of work together. So you're kind of getting really good synergies. Like just the fact that I could get rid of all these cards makes it easier. So I think when we start randomizing things, it'll get much more challenging. Um, that said, it's interesting to have to make the choice about when to be in the Matrix and when to be in the real world and actually doing card effects or recruiting and attacking. Obviously, I kind of forgot that a couple times, but caught myself. I also like a lot that there is this extra deck, so like stuff will come into play and actually be added in that is sort of predictable but still kind of random. I also like too that in the other in Alien Encounters, you've got the location which dictates what the events do, but the events in this game are just these cards. So you could have the events from Act 1 of the first movie and Act 2 of the third movie and Act 3 of the second movie. If that's your setup, then you're like completely changing what happens with each event. Now the events are pretty straightforward, so it's not super crazy, but it's just like you kind of get some variability in that piece. But so far I like it a lot. I think the thing that I think right now is that this is probably cool to play a few times, but I think once we're gonna have to really see, once I get past the movies and we start doing the randomized setups, that may be where some things change in my opinion. I think that if this game had an expansion that's like a 200 card expansion, so like, or maybe a bigger one, maybe like something like the first Alien expansion where it was like a decent sized box, and you need like two more 3 acts, so like 2 more Act 1s, 2 more Act 2s, 2 more Act 3s, maybe like 4 to 6 more heroes, all the cards that go with the acts, maybe a few more avatars, and I think then like that'll be perfect. Like you've got enough variability that you can make the games really different without going overboard. Because obviously with Marvel, you could do Marvel forever and never play the same game twice. I think Alien is in a good spot with the variability in the content because you've got a lot of options. And you can mix and match a lot of things in that game and make the game feel very different for what you're doing. So I kind of would like to see a little bit extra from this, but so far so good. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I think it's great so far, and I like the artwork. And so yeah, so kind of go over what the campaign is. So what the campaign works, so in the back of the book, it talks about you can make your own stories, and when you make your own stories, the extra cards that get added in can be used. So like the extra Neo cards, or like in the next playthrough we're doing the second movie, so the Keymaster is an extra hero that gets added in partway through the game. You do your own story. You can pick whatever avatar you want. If you're playing with multiple people, you just can't pick the same avatar. So like I can't be Trinity from the Matrix and someone else be Trinity from Revolution / Reloaded. So that's kind of the one stipulation, but in solo it doesn't matter. You just pick whatever avatar you want, pick whatever heroes you want, and pick whatever acts you want. That's just a plain Jane random setup. We could totally do that, and I think that'll be more interesting after getting past all the movies. But then there's a campaign. So the way the campaign works is that you choose an avatar and you be that avatar for all 3 games. You play through all the movies, but you don't have to play through all the movies. You can do random setups. So we could basically chain 3 random setups together, but they're all different. So using all the contents for a campaign. So we would do a particular Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and a particular 4 heroes, and that's game 1. A different set of acts and a different set of heroes is game 2, and then the remaining acts and the remaining heroes is game 3. And then the way that works is that you have to win with the major victory. So obviously we saw what happens with the minor victory. That's not enough. You have to win with the major victory. You win the game and everything's fine. However, this is like this little bullet icon here. It says subtract 1 from your starting time track for each player who was defeated in the last game. So that's not going to, if you were playing solo, it's not going to matter. But then it says each player who wasn't defeated gains scars. So if you have damage greater than or equal to this value, you gain 2 scars. Otherwise, you only gain 1 scar. At the start of the next game, for each scar you have, take the top card of the strike deck, without looking at it and put it next to the avatar. This counts as 1 damage and is ignored by all healing effects. So you would basically, if we took 6 damage, for instance, we would take 2 scars, and then for the rest of the game, for the rest of the campaign, we'd be down 2 health. If you just don't, then it's 1 scar and you're down. So you're gonna lose health every turn, or every game you'll lose health. And then it says if no players were defeated the previous game, each player gets 1 prep turn at the start of the game where the Matrix phase is skipped, so we don't put something out. So I think, excuse me. So, and there's like a 3 to 5 player trader mode, but we're not going to do that on here, obviously. And then there are these part of the system cards that don't get added in when you're playing single player. So that would create some variability if you were doing that, because they're just extra enemies to deal with, but I understand why they're not in 1 player, because it's just adding extra cards to the deck, giving you more turns, more time to do stuff. So I understand why it's not there. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think of the game. I do like it a lot. I'm looking forward to seeing how the rest of the games play through, but I don't know how much, like, this will be a good game to like play. Like, I'm playing a lot of it now. Like, I'll do the second and third movie, and then we might sit on it for a little while and then come back to it to do the campaign, just because I don't want to burn myself out of all the content. So yeah, this may be like I play it every few months. Okay, it's like, oh yeah, this is nice, and then kind of move, don't, because I think if you play it too much, I think most of the fun probably comes with playing with other people and having a conversation and cooperation. But for solo, that's kind of my impression on it. So the next game we're going to be using Morpheus. In the last game, our avatar will be Trinity. At the end of the third film playthrough, I'll show you guys all the avatars. I'll let you guys vote on which avatar we're going to use for the campaign, and then we'll go from there. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and let me know what you guys think of the playthrough. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.